It was very recently, just my birthday, and I turned the age that I'm able to drink in my province. Yes, I'm Canadian, and basically in each province in Canada, it's a different age that you can drink. So, in my province, I'm now legal. I can go buy drinks, I can go to bars, I can, I don't know, go clubbing, gamble, whatever else. I guess it's kind of a big deal, right? So what am I gonna do on my birthday? Well, I had a few options. I could have went out with some friends. I could have went to a bar. No. I Why would I do that? I don't really like bars. Instead, I hung out with my dad and my uncle, and we drank. Like, yeah, it was pretty fun. I wouldn't have spent it any other way. The point of this video, though, is alcohol. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you drink it? Should you not? Well, I don't have answers for that, but I'll give you my experience, and maybe you can relate or get something from it. We'll see. So, throughout high school and most of college, I was always the designated driver. I was a my birthday's early in the year, and so I got my license before everyone else did, and that also means I can drink it before everyone else did, right? Um, and and so it's kind of funny because I I would always be the driver, and if I was like out with friends or something, they would be the ones drinking. And this was for a multitude of reasons. I actually prefer to be the sober one. I don't know if I talked about it before, but my prom was pretty bad in the sense where fights were breaking out. People were, you know, like getting hurt. The cops got called and the ambulances got called, and it wasn't very fun. Luckily, I was a sober one, so two of my friends almost got in fights. One of them, when he gets drunk, he just gets talkative and like kind of sloppy, and the other one gets very emotional. And the second one had people almost like hunting him down. I was trying to just get him uh, to his car because it was his girlfriend's mom who was driving. So I was just, it was basically like an escort mission. Okay, it was get from the prom venue to the car, and like if I wanted 5 stars, he couldn't get hit at all by anyone, right? So luckily I was a sober one because there were these guys that ended up crashing the prom, and they were obviously pretty drunk, and they were trying to get at him because they thought he did something that he didn't do. It's a long story. So anyway, I'm telling them to like piss off. That he's going anyway, so he's not doing anything. They're trying to like swing at me and him, and I just have like my arm out, kind of like pushing them away, and they're like stumbling. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is sad. And in that situation specifically, I felt like if I was drinking, things could have went really bad, where both of us could have gotten beat up. Because obviously, when I get drunk, my physical, like my body just kind of doesn't work the way it should, and I wasn't fully comfortable with that, knowing that something could go down, and something did go down, and so I was confident in that decision. And ever since then, I've always been hesitant to go drinking in public, because if I need to deal with something, or if something happens and I need to have my wits about me, and if I have any alcohol in me, there's just a little part that isn't making the right decision, I'm worried of what that decision could be. Another time, I know I talked about this one before. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and we were only dating for a few weeks, maybe a month at this time, and she's very lightweight, and she got drunk, and she wanted to have sex, and I was completely sober because I was driving, and I was like, no, I can't do this. It doesn't feel right. And I stand by that. I think I made the right decision there. But again, if I was drunk, I don't know what would have happened and what would have happened to the relationship in tow, you know? And it's one of those things where I just enjoy myself more when I'm sober. When I get drunk, I kind of just like just I don't even know how to explain it. I don't think I'm a bad drunk. I kind of just like sit there in my own world. Oftentimes I get tired, but I'll kind of just be happy to be there. But then I notice my my body is the first thing that like reacts. Like, you know how some people just get angry or something? My mental state's the same. Like, the time that I got actually drunk on my birthday, I remember all of it. And I had 3 or 4 shots. I had 2 ciders and 2 12%. So like, I was fairly deep in the bag, but the thing I remember was I was trying to like get up the stairs because Valentine's Day was the next day, and I had flowers for my girlfriend, and I needed to put them in water because I was worried that they were gonna wither up. I was trying to get up the stairs, and like my legs were just like hitting each step, and I'm like, "Come on, legs! Like, come on, you can do this." And and then I ended up finishing that, and then I watched Adventure Time. Drunk Adventure Time was fun, but the point of this video is not. I'm not trying to glorify alcohol here. I'm not trying to condemn it either. I'm just trying to share my experience with it and why because I've never been actually drunk. And now that I have, I can say it's not for me. I like having my wits about me and being able to know what's going on. It's kind of scary when I don't. Luckily, I wasn't out at a bar or anything. I was in a safe place and I had a designated driver on my birthday, so that was all good. But if I didn't, it would have been pretty freaky, you know? Now, another thing I wanted to touch on is alcoholism runs in my family, and addiction as a whole runs in my family. I've been addicted to, well, the first addiction I can think of was video games. I was very addicted to those when I was younger. And I've been addicted to a few other things, and it's taken me a lot of personal growth and a lot of work to get over certain addictions. And alcoholism is one of those things that I know I would fall into. I know from my personality, from my history, and from my family's history that it wouldn't be hard to get trapped in that. And so I decided to not even start. It's like how Batman doesn't kill because he believes if he kills once, it'll be easy to just kill again. I worry about that, where if I normalize drinking alcohol to myself, then it'll become another addiction. And I don't know where that would lead me. I know it would be a dark road, and I don't want to go down that. I'm happy where I am in life, and I don't want to sacrifice that. And I know this is being melodramatic. I know this is taking a lot of steps, but I think I know what's best for me, and I would much rather have a Diet Pepsi if I'm out and about, and drive the people I care about home, and know they're safe, and know I can defend them if anything goes wrong. I would much rather do that than have some alcohol. That's my version of fun, if that makes sense. And of course, if the situation is different, if I'm at home, if I'm hanging out with a few friends, I'll have a drink or two. I'm not going to be one of those like I'm not going to be completely sober, but I would rather stay sober most of the time because that's my version of fun. And I wanted to make this video because if that's your version of fun, or if maybe you're still young, or if you're struggling with alcohol, I wanted to let you know that there's nothing wrong with taking a step back. It's so normalized in society, but at the end of the day, it's whatever floats your boat. If you know alcohol isn't good for you, there's nothing wrong with not drinking it, you know? And I think it's all about learning to have fun without alcohol. And on the flip side, if you do enjoy it and you're totally fine with it, then go right ahead. I'm in no means trying to stop you. I'm not judging anyone. And I think it's all about personal experience, you know. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I do apologize for only making like a video or two a week. Life has been crazy, man. Midterms are coming up at school, but luckily I'll have a break after that, so I hope to do more videos. Thank you all for all your support on the last video. I really do appreciate that. It kind of blew up there, which is a bit scary, but we just keep going. So until later, take care of yourselves. You guys are beautiful. I'll see you later. Bye bye.